We're back, and I'm coming, and I'm gonna do something a little bit different today. I know there's somebody right now sitting in a backpack, not you, but you in a backpack. Okay, you're sitting in the back, you're feeling all hopeless, you're feeling like nothing's gonna change. You try for a week, you try for a couple of days, nothing happened. Rise up. Today's space of the day is going to be rise up, rise up. Okay, even if you fall down, rise up. Okay, we are human. We need to go ahead and do something consistently over and over and over again for one, the habit to stick, and two, the change to actually register. I remember when I first began my weight loss journey, the first few months, I was like, what is this? Nothing was happening. At 245 pounds, I was so embarrassed. And I think I was heavier than 245 pounds because when I went on the scale, it was going up. Like the scale I went on was in the doctor's office. I was taking my daughter to the doctor. She had a scale there. I stood on it and I slide the heavy thing in the middle where it was at 200. At first I had a 100 mark, so delusional. Started to the 200 mark. And I would tap in the thing on top over and over. When I got to 245 pounds, it was right a little bit, it wasn't centered, but a few more notches over, it would have been centered. But because I didn't center it truly, I could only say 245 pounds, right? And I was so shocked, so flabbergasted. A depression came over me like, how could I get this far? You know what I'm saying? My daughter actually took a picture of my family when it came up here. And I looked back at that picture and she was like, yeah, mom, this is the biggest you've been. And when I saw that, at that moment back then, I was shocked, flabbergasted, depressed, sad, everything in the book, right? But I know in order to bring change, I have to rise up, okay? Change is not going to come if you don't rise up. And until you deal with it mentally and put the first foot forward and stay adamant about it, you're going to forever stay in the place that you're in, okay? So I want to give an encouraging word, rise up. And if you fall, get back up. You don't fail by trying and not succeeding. You fail when you stop trying. Oh, this is so good. I could pick up an offer for the people in the back, okay? Listen, you don't fail by trying. You only fail when you try and refuse to try again. That's when you fail. But if you get up and you keep trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and failing, each time you stop, you get back up and you try again, you're moving the leaderboard closer and closer and closer to your goal. But if you stop completely, you'll never get to your goal because all effort you want to put in is done. You're no longer putting it in because you feel like there's no hope. And sometimes you need to motivate yourself because in this journey, I didn't always want to do the work. I did not always want to do the work. I could tell you, when I always wanted to do the work, But when I started to go ahead and try thing, I didn't start to see real weight loss until 3 months in. Before I went on the G1, the Wegovy. I know right now the GLP-1 is getting a bad rep. I know that's cheating. I ain't cheating. I can tell you, it's cheating because people overeat on it and don't get any results. I've seen people take it and they don't get any results. It's not cheating because everything that you do in order to see progress, in order to see real change, will start with your mental. And once you get a mental change, then you start to see that nothing, no depression or sadness, is going to stop you from achieving your goal. Okay? So more of the story, if you want to succeed, try again. Rise up. Get up off of that sad couch. Get up off of that sad place. Get up off of that sad feeling. And try again. If you don't want to succeed, try again. And trust me, you will get there. I wouldn't have been here if I had quit I wouldn't have been here if I had quit during month 1 and month 2. Okay? Like I said, month 3, I got the breakthrough. But I wouldn't have seen it if I didn't study the course. And plus, study show, you need to do something for 3 days so you can stick. I feel like weight loss, for me, I see more change at the 3-month mark. Some people could try 8 weeks, some people could try 12 weeks. If you're not seeing it when the first 8 weeks go, try for 4 more weeks and see what changes you have. Sometimes you just might need to tweak. But like I say, don't stop and don't quit until you have seen it. Rise up and keep the journey going.